What is up? We are doing our Indies morning show after hours live. Well, not live, but podcast rather.
Podcast.
It's live-ish.
Live-ish.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we'd normally be at like a restaurant when we say live, or a
live.
bar or something like that.
So this is the podcast version of it.
Yeah. So we're here either way. One thing I do have to make sure I let you know, because as soon as we started this, we got an error in the system that we use to stream this, saying that we have issues with comments showing up. So we're not unfortunately going to be able to show comments, but if you do comment, we will actually be able to see them later. So please do.
Still comment below.
Yeah. But interesting conversation today, right?
Yeah. What's your bad habit?
Well, I got a few of them. But
we started it out with what's your weird habit.
Yeah.
So it might be a bad one, might be a little odd that some people don't quite grasp. So we're going to start with you.
Yeah. I don't do it as much anymore, but I used to all the time. Chew my fingernails. Nip on my fingernails. I've somewhat broken it occasionally if I don't have a fingernail clipper.
Now you chew somebody else's fingernails?
Absolutely. I say,
ooh,
give me
that's
a hand.
weird.
It is super weird. So weird.
Matt, that's my hand. What are you grabbing my fingers for?
No,
I don't chew my fingernails anymore. Somebody else's.
Yeah, noticing you have a hangnail. No, and it's something that obviously is, in my opinion, it is disgusting, and I know it. But it's a habit. If you
do it when you're nervous.
Sometimes when I'm nervous, but then also like if I notice like, oh no, that's like they're really bad. I just need to get. I don't want to scratch anybody.
So chewing is replacing trimming.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's not out of nerves.
It's a little bit.
You're like I'm nervous, so I'm going to chew on my
kind
nails.
of a both kind of thing. But again, I've kind of broke it because I know.
You feel like you're in some sort of a counseling session right now?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, you told us you went and got a manicure and you didn't like it, right?
Yeah. I mean, it was one time I don't want to say pressured into it, but I got asked. I said, I'll try it one time.
Yeah.
It's not for me. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
I won't spend money for somebody to do that.
Did you get the paraffin treatment though?
Shoot, I don't know what that is.
That's where you dip your hand in hot wax.
Oh, no.
So I've been told.
No, thanks. I don't need that. So I've been told. Kevin, you've never done it, right?
Actually, I did do it once.
You answered pretty quickly, so don't
my
do this.
Niece,
so
Hannah, those my niece Hannah
right.
cuts hair and does nails and stuff. And when she was going to school, she had to do so many of those in order to pass or qualify or whatever the word is. And so she had me do the hand dipped in paraffin.
And what'd you think?
Weird.
I love it. They wrap plastic bags over both your hands, and then you sit there under the light and you let it soak in.
It's weird.
And then they peel the wax off, and you have really soft hands. You probably would like that.
I don't think so.
But we're talking about something totally unrelated to that right now.
Yeah.
We're talking about bad habits. I couldn't think of a bad habit right away, but Deb reminded me of one that I have.
That's what friends are for.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Deb. And that is, I'm guilty of chewing on straws a lot. And sometimes I'll do better, and that's a toothpick. But a lot of times it's a straw, like a McDonald's straw, kind of fold it up and put it in my mouth and chew on it, and it's disgusting.
It's probably out of is that a nervous habit too, or just out of boredom? I don't know. Sometimes it's toothpicks, straws, or a flosser. Those little toothpick things you can floss your teeth with.
Actually, I started when I first started in radio. I talk fast, and that's it. So trying to break that habit, I put a toothpick in my mouth, and that would force me to slow down a little bit because that toothpick was in my mouth. It didn't help. I swallowed several toothpicks, and then I moved to a straw. So yeah, that's my bad habit. I'm trying not to do that anymore.
So what about like you chew gum a little bit too, right?
Yes, and that's okay. That's now I'll pick on Kevin. You're right. I have a bad habit. No, I'm kidding. I have a bad habit of that. There are many times we'll start the show in the morning, and I'll do the first break, and Deb looks over at me like, spit the gum out. Spit the gum out.
Gum in your mouth.
So yeah, I forget about.
I'm just curious. Like, does that translate to even like gummy candy or things like that, and other things that you can chew, or is it just like gum and something that gives you resistance?
Yeah. I think that's what it is.
Interesting.
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's certainly a bad habit.
I don't have any bad habits.
Deb have a bad habit?
I'm sure we all have a list of 10 probably, but I did ask.
Let's get a hold of your sisters. Maybe they can tell us.
They're not available.
Yeah.
They're busy. They're working.
I bet they can tell us if you have a bad habit or two.
It's hard. To come up with your own. I know one of them is a verbal bad habit, and I say the word anyways. And
Which is not a word.
I'm now aware that it's not a word. It should just be anyway. I don't know why I tack an S on the end of that, but Kevin had told me that for a long time, and I never would hear it.
Well, because I had a toothpick in my mouth. You couldn't understand me.
True. And one of our dear listeners told me that. I want to say it's Christy. If you're watching, Christy is the one that pointed out, said very kindly. She's like, oh, we noticed that at work when we listen. And so when Christy pointed it out, now I'm more mindful of it. Yeah. I still say it. I know Christy's still hearing it, but not maybe as much.
I feel like it's a Midwest thing, though. I don't think it's just that word. I think, like, again, grocery stores, you'll add an S to them.
Yeah, Kroger's,
to Myers.
No, I don't do that. Yeah. I don't do that. Just anyways.
Yeah.
Another bad habit Deb has is I bet this thing doesn't have much storage, and the battery life is probably not really.
Oh, yeah.
Mind your own business. Why don't you mind your own
How many
business?
times has she gone and tried to get a selfie and she can't because there's no memory left in her phone?
Because I use the phone for work so much.
Yeah,
we need work phones is what we need.
That'd be great.
Matt, what bad habit did you used to have?
I'm trying to think of what that is.
How about like eating the wrong food even though you know you shouldn't eat it?
Oh, that's still a habit.
Oh,
yeah.
That's not going anywhere.
I've been trying to cut back a little bit on bread, and not because I don't like bread or because I'm gluten free. No, I don't care about that. I just don't like feeling uncomfortable and
bloated.
Just bloated. It just fills me up and makes me feel bigger than what I should be. So I've tried to back out, but I still find myself falling right back into that trap and that habit of eating pizza all the time, you know?
Yeah. It's so funny because you try not to eat a whole lot of carbs just because it does make you feel like inflammation and all that stuff. But then you go to breakfast with somebody and you're like, I'll have the French toast. I'll have a half a loaf of bread. Bring me 6 slices of French toast with powdered sugar.
Give me the pancakes, the big stack.
Boy, Deb, I suddenly thought of another one of yours.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Binge watching TV shows.
That's not a bad habit.
Let me finish.
Okay.
When you probably should be going to bed because you
Still
need
not
to
a
get
bad
your
habit.
Yes,
Oh,
it is.
educational.
No, it is not educational. Watching 7 Datelines in a row when you should be in bed is probably not a good habit.
Okay, bad habit. I do. This is very true. Bad habit is thinking that I can survive on very little sleep. I've done it for so long that I can, but I need to recognize that it affects me all throughout the day. When you find your cell phone in the pantry,
oh no,
you're too tired and you need to get some rest. So I don't go to bed. Kevin's very good about it. Don't you? What's your rule? Isn't your rule that you are in bed by 9, even if that means you're not asleep?
Yeah, but sadly, I don't fall asleep right away. But yeah, I try to do that.
But that's not me. I'll stay up till 12, 12:30, sometimes 1 a.m. And then your alarm goes off at 3:50. Not smart.
No. We talk about misplacing your phone too. What about like misplacing your keys and things like that too? Because that'd be kind of a bad habit too, right? I mean, maybe in a way.
Could all be related.
I lose my keys.
Matt, it could all be related.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It's probably related to the sleep.
It could, and that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like it's a STEM type thing.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, we got to throw it back to you, man, because we've got a couple of ours
now.
Oh,
I got countless ones. Yeah. I'm trying to think what they would be. I do. I'm pretty. See, I'm. And maybe that's the bad habit. If I'm saying this right, I am pretty rigid, and so I like things done this way. Stop laughing, Deb. I like things done this way, and so. But is that a habit or just a trait? It's not really a habit.
I think it might be a personality trait.
It's a personality trait. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
do you speed?
No.
Do you? Just trying to think.
Yeah.
Do you ever do you recycle? I mean, I'm just trying to think of what.
Yeah, we recycle.
Man.
Yeah.
You're too good. That's your bad habit, Kevin. Too good.
I'm too perfect. I'm trying to be more
volunteers
normal.
at his church.
Yeah.
Volunteers at the Ronald McDonald House.
Yeah.
Where's your bad habits?
Yeah. We're trying to strive to be like you, Kev. That's what we're trying to do. Okay. Get rid of our bad habits.
Yeah.
More like Kevin.
Quit chewing your fingernails.
That's right.
Too much coffee. I drink too much coffee. There you go.
That's a bad habit.
Yeah.
There you go. Good. All right. Well, again, unfortunately, we're not able to see your comments here as we're streaming live.
We'll check them out, though.
We'll definitely check them out. So please keep commenting if you got a bad habit.
Or if you maybe think of one we do.
Yes.
You mean sometimes you guys know us better than
That's
our own
true.
family. So
that's true.
If you can think of one, it won't hurt our feelings. We all have thick skin on the show, but you can leave it for us in the comments.
You talk about your word anyways, right? I also notice that I say obviously a lot, like with doing interviews. I'll say, well, obviously you do this, blah, blah, blah.
And maybe it's not obvious.
And it's not, well, it's not. And that's the thing. It's like, it's a word that's unnecessary.
Yeah.
But it's a bridge word.
It's a bridge word.
Filler.
Yes.
It's a crutch.
That's okay. You know what my crutch is?
What's
and
that?
I've heard myself do it a lot on radio. And that's, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. I say it if something surprises me, if something is really great. Oh my goodness. And I know people are like, you just said that twice in conversation.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yes.
But again, I think it's my crutch and it's my reactional word, if that's even a word. So, anyways,
well, I mean, obviously, we've talked about this.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go get some coffee. See ya.
Kevin. Well, no, we got a word for you.
No.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
beautiful,
yeah.
make beautiful. Or what is There's so many.
Okay, I'm uncomfortable. Let's move on.
Kevin's got a lot of great ones. All right. We'll see you next week, and hopefully the comments will be working by then. So have a good day.